Okay. Mirna, may you write the answer on the chat box, please? I got it from Hala, actually. She wrote from 9 till 10. May you write from 6 till 10, I'm sorry. May you write the answer from 6 till 10 on the chat box? Okay, we're waiting for you. Okay, let me tell you right now about your answer. Who got it right? Who got it wrong? So according to Hala, let's start from, is the screen appearing in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. So Hala, 6 right, 7 right, 8 wrong, Hala. 9 right, 10 right. You have only one mistake, Hala, but perfect. Let's find Mirna. 6 right, 7 right, 8 right, 9 right, 10 right. Okay. I'm going to just explain what happened with the homework. Both of you are perfect, mashallah. So the first one is the words, as we said, that you're going to look at the keywords or whatever, the clues that we study them, that they are around 9. If you're going to look here, he said many years before, Caesar's men had tried and failed to invade Britain. No doubt this contributed to the xenophobia of the Romans. They were cautious about strangers who entered their country. Actually, the meaning of the word, I'm going to get it from here. I have a clue. They were cautious about strangers. They were cautious about strangers. So xenophobia means cautious about strangers. So the meaning is going to be fear of foreigners. Okay. So B. Let's go to the second one. He said, such are the vicissitudes of history. Nothing remained the same. 300 years of peace ended in darkness and confusion. Okay. The meaning of vicissitudes, we'll get it from nothing remained the same. Nothing remains the same. So the meaning is going to be changed. The word after that, the purpose of the psychiatrist is to mitigate the suffering of the patient. We know that any physician, he have to relieve the patient. So here, he need to make it milder, make it gentle. Number 9, he said we knew he couldn't hold out much longer because he had been doomed from the beginning. One night, he met his ineluctable fate. Take care, he doomed from the beginning. So he's going to meet an ineluctable fate. You know, the people that they are actually doomed or they are failure from the beginning, they're going to meet their fate at the end. So we need something that they cannot be avoided. So the answer is going to be inevitable. Number 10, a combination of fog, industrial smoke, called smog, has vitiated the air in and around many big cities. Take care. Smog is something dangerous because it's a kind of combination of fog and smoke. So vitiated here has, according to my experience, it has negative connotation. So the answer is going to be contaminate. Clear, Hala?
Clear.
Mirna, clear? Oh, okay. Don't tell me that you are out today also, Myrna. Okay. So let me revise with you that what did we finish together? We have finished around 9 skills right now. So we are done with the reading portion that we call it in the test literacy 2. We are done with the evidence support, analogy. Then we covered inference, function. Then we covered big picture, little picture. Then we covered tone. Then we cover vocab. The only skill that is missing is the one that connected to maths. And this one actually doesn't have a certain procedure or certain processes to answer with, because it's going to be directly related to the graph or the drawing that they're going to give you in the test. So while we are solving in the test, we're going to go to these kind of questions and we're going to solve them together. So we are done, as I told you, from the part that relate to literacy 2. I want to be sure that we have only this homework. Do we have another homework? I think yes, the test, that right?
لا بس ما كانش فيه كده بس.
طب نطلع كده فوق، بس فوق الفوكاب هتلاقي فيه homework 11 و 16 inference of function. شفتي يا حلا؟ فوق الفايل بتاع vocab in context على طول هتلاقي 11 و 16 عشان انا بعطيكي 2 files فيمكن ما شفتهاش. Did you find it?
يس مستر، بس ثانية واحدة، بس أنا حل الحاجات دي من بدري قوي فممكن أكون نسيت،
Okay.
بس أنا أكيد حلها.
Perfect. So let me open this test and go to 11 16. Marina, did you solve this one or not? 11 and 16.
Which one?
In the test, in the October test.
Let me check.
Okay. I'm going to share it on the screen right now. And because I canceled the last period, so it's my problem. So maybe you solved and you forgot where is it. So I'm going to give you time if you don't solve it. I'm sharing now the part of the test on the screen. We have number 11 and 16, inference and function, that it has 3 levels.
لا مستر مش حلاهم.
Okay, no problem. Marina, did you solve it? Number 11?
Mister, didn't we do this, I think, last session?
Is last session Sunday, 24 December?
I think, yeah.
Okay, so it's written that homework 11 and 16. And under it, the vocab, then homework 6 and 10, 6 to 10. So I depend on whatever I start posted. Okay, no problem. So maybe as I told you, you solved, but you forgot. Where is it? So may you solve it right now, please, number 11, and write it on the chat box. Did the easiest one. Did the easiest one. Line 7, look at the word fanciful and speculative on the sentence up, and you're going to find directly what he intended to do, the inference for that one. Write on the chat box, please.
مستر لو غلط قولي هحلها تاني.
Just write it on the chat box, Hala, and I'm gonna tell you.
اوكي.
No, Hala,
Is it
try.
right?
No, try again. Easy, Hala, actually. Look at the two words. Fanciful, speculative. It will give you the meaning while you are reading. I didn't get from you the answer, Myrna. Is it hard?
B.
For both of you, because I didn't get it from Myrna, and I used that Myrna will answer it directly. Is it hard, Myrna?
هو انا مش المفروض ان انا اقرا السؤال وبعديها اشوف الباسج اللي قدامه؟
You forgot? We said an inference and function. We have 3 levels: the easy, the middle, the hard. You're gonna go to line 7 to look at the word fanciful
ايه
and
ده، انا اللي عندي حاجة
speculative.
تانية. سوري، انا اللي عندي حاجة تانية مش نفس
طب.
السؤال. ثانية اهو، ده فين؟
Number 11 in October test.
ثانية. معلش مستر ثانية.
Okay, no problem. Myrna, did you solve this question? Again, both of you? Okay. October test. We are solving in that test from the beginning of the sessions together, the beginning of the course.
مستر
Did the one that we
الفايل
solved?
بتاع the main propose.
No, this is the inference and function. Question 11. I'm gonna just make tag for on the group for that test.
ثانية.
This one. It's an easy question, wallahi. It doesn't need all that time. It's level 1. Yes, Myrna. Perfect. We're waiting for Hala. I don't know what happened to her. It will not take time, Myrna. That right? It's easy.
Yes, I just had the wrong sheet open.
Okay, no problem.
مستر هيكون فيه.
Hala, you see that right?
C.
Okay, perfect. Let's find. I'm gonna solve it with you. Let's find that your answer is right or wrong. He said in line 7, the author describes Kepler's theories as fanciful and speculative to investigate that. Let's go to line 7. So here fanciful, speculative, and here the theories. I'm gonna take from the beginning of the sentence till the end. But I'm gonna concentrate on these 2 words. The younger man. Again, I don't know who is the younger man, so I have to take a sentence before. He said the association of Kepler's with Tycho was one of the most important landmarks in the history of astronomy. The younger man hoped by the aid of Tycho. So now we know that the younger is Kepler. planetary observation. To obtain better support for some of his fanciful speculative theories, while the latter, this Tycho, who had certainly not gained in prestige by leaving Denmark, was in great need of a competent staff of assistants. So take care. He now described his theories to be fanciful and speculative. Fanciful and speculative, and he wants support. Let's find there why he said that. His theories were conventional? No, they weren't traditional at all. His theories were based on facts. Again, he didn't say that. He said fanciful. Kepler often uses imagination in science. Yes, he's talking about Kepler, this number one, because we mentioned when he said the younger man, and even he said fanciful speculative theories, so it depends on his imagination. Kepler was wary of his theories. No, he doesn't say that he was wary. So the answer is C. Perfect. MashaAllah. Let's go to the question after that. We said 11 and 16. Okay. Question 16 is one of the hardest for inference and function because you have to search for Kepler suffered most of his life from. Go on. Did the hardest. As I told you in the test, you're going to leave it till the end of the passage. Find the answer and write it on the chat box, please. According to the passage, Kepler suffered most of his life from what? Myrna, may you check again, please? Because there's not the answer. So you're right now. Okay, we're waiting for Hala. Hala, did you answer this one? No problem.
النت وحش جدا.
No problem. Did you answer number 16?
Number 16 no.
Okay, try to answer. Take care that you're gonna take time.
16 ده اللي هو التون.
لا نفس الكلام inference and function بس الصعب. الهارد مش hard عشان هو hard ان هو يتحل، لا بالعكس ده easy to answer it. The problem that to find the words. I need something that Kepler suffered most of his life.
في الباسج كلها انا اشوف ده.
Yes.
اوكي ثانية.
Did you find it, Myrna? I'm sorry, did you find it, Hala?
لقيت السطر بس ثانية واحدة.
Okay.
هو sentence number 44 صح؟ I think يعني.
No. I need all his life.
مش هنا؟
All his life. No. Here.
Where? ثانية. Oh. The rest of Kepler's life.
Yes, so?
ثانية.
Yeah. Actually, as I told you, Myrna, if you leave this question till the end, you're going to get it easily without even referring back to the passage. Did you find the answer?
A?
Yes, perfect. Okay. As I mentioned before, that is a kind of inference and function, the hardest one, not in answering, but in wasting time. Because each passage will take from you 12 minutes, 30 seconds. Each question, 1 minute, 30 seconds only. You have to answer on that time. If you're not going to answer on that time, it's going to be a problem for passage 4 and passage 5. You're not going to arrive to it, or you're going to solve it randomly. Because of that, I want you to pay attention to time management, alhamdulillah. Now you master the skills. The problem now that we missed one skill that we're going to be trained on is time management. So here he said, according to the passage, Kepler suffered most of his life from. So I need something that Kepler suffered all his life. When I find here, he said the rest of Kepler's life. So I decided to take the whole sentence. It was. The problem that it starts with the fake pronouns. We're going to take a sentence before. He said the following year saw friction, fight, between the two astronomers. And we know who are they, Kepler and Tycho. And we learned from Kepler's object letter of apology that he was entirely in the wrong. It was about money matters, which in one way or another embittered the rest of Kepler's life. And it arose during his absence from Prague. Thank you. So it's about financially unstable money. Okay. Now, because, alhamdulillah, we finished all the skills regarding reading, I'm going to do something that will help you right now. I'm not going to start with writing today because of Yusuf. I'm not going to start with writing. I'm going to make a kind of measuring your understanding of the whole skills together. So I'm going to ask you, but not with time. The first time, not with time. I'm going to ask you to answer the first passage, the whole questions that we solve some of them together from 1 till 10, that it includes vocab, tone, inference and function, evidence, and the graph. No, there is no graph in this passage. So you're going to solve it right now, and you're going to write the answer, the whole answer for the whole questions on the chat box without time. But I want to give you some kind of clues. Whenever we come to the passage, if you're not going to read the whole passage and you don't have the talent of fast reading, it's better to read the blurb. حلا دي بنسميها blurb يا حلا. It's better to read the blurb. Why? Because the blurb will give you a kind of summary of what's inside the passage. Then if you're not going to read quickly the passage, because as I told you
بيدينا الاختصار يعني؟
بيدينا اختصار. بيدينا يعني important information.
Okay.
في كل قطعة تلاقي كده يا حلا. If you're not going to have time to read the whole passage, so you're going to go directly to the question, answer the easiest question first. The easiest question first, as we know, evidence support, analogy, inference and function, if it has lines, vocab, graph. So now I want you to try to solve the first passage from 1 till 10. Clear, Mirna?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Clear, Hala?
Yes.
Okay. That's the first time that you're going to solve a whole passage. Yeah, let's start, and you're going to write the answer for the whole questions on the chat box, not one by one. All of them.
Okay. مستر ممكن بس معنى الكلمات؟
أنا عاوزك أنت بقى كوني ايه بقى، احنا حلها قبل كده حلقه، عاوز اشوف بقى حلقه لوحدها، اكن ده امتحان بس من قطعه واحده. تمام.
اوكي
يلا try. I'm gonna pause recording, then I'm gonna return while I'm explaining. As I told you in the passage, each question will take 1 minute 30 seconds. So you have to be sure about to finish all the question on time. I'm gonna now go to the blurb, as I told you, because it will give me a kind of summary or hint for what happened inside the passage. He said the following passage is an excerpt from Jane Eyre by Charlotte Burnett about a young orphan girl. A young orphan girl and her experience in the household she grew up in. So now we're going to know a part of a story for an orphan girl and her experience inside the house that she grew up in. Perfect. Now let's go to the first question. He said, which of the following statement best express the main idea of the passage? That means we are talking about the big picture. You have one of those choices, one of two choices. To keep this till the last and it's better not to waste time, or to read the first sentence and last sentence of the first paragraph and the last paragraph. I'm going to keep it till the last because I'm not going to waste time in. Now, I'm going to go to the second and third question. Evidence, even support, and analogy. He said John Reed tone in the beginning of the passage is that. I'm going to search for the tone of John Reed in the beginning of the passage on the lines. On the lines. So let's go from 41 to 44, from habitually to roots. Habitually, and we saw this before, as you know. Habitually till roots, line 44. Teacher, it's not complete. So what you're gonna do? And like that, you have to complete it till the full stop, but take care, it will not interfere with the evidence after it. The evidence after it is 51. So we're at the end. It's before 51. Now let's read that part and find anything about John Reed tone. He said, habitually obedient to John. I came up. Now I here mean the girl, the orphan. I came up to his chair. He spent some 3 minutes in thrusting out his tongue at me as far as he could without damaging the roots. So he took out his tongue. I knew he would soon strike. And while reading the blow, I mused on the disgusting and ugly appearance of him who would presently deal it. Okay, did he talk about John Reed tone? No. So we're going to cancel this. It's not A. It's not A. Now let's go to B. As you can find here, from I till chair, I again for the girl, from 51 till 53. From I till chair, it's a complete sentence. It said, I tottered and on regaining my equilibrium, retired back a step or two from his chair. Again, he doesn't talk about John Reed tone. John Reed tone means that we need something that has speech in. So it's not B. Let's look at C. From accustomed till insult, from 60 till 63. From accustomed till insult. Accustomed to John Reed's abuse. Here a kind of verbal abuse. Accuses her. Use bad words. So this may be the tone. I never had an idea of replying to it. My care was how to endure the blow, which would certainly follow the insult. So the only care for her to just endure whatever is going to happen for her after this kind of abuse, like hitting. So yes, here he mentioned John Reed tone. So it can be the answer. Let's go to the last one. From 89 till 91. From that till succeeded. 89. From that till succeeded. The cut bled. The pain was sharp. My terror had passed its climax. Other feelings succeed. Nothing here talk about the John of the tone of John Reed. So the answer is C. We're going to read it again because we need to find the match in the first one. Accustomed to John Reed's abuse, I never had an idea of replying to it. My care was how to endure the blow, which would certainly follow the insult. So if we're going to come here, is it ambivalence and cautions? No. We didn't talk about, yeah, maybe caution, but no ambivalence. Resignation and compliance? Okay, yes, maybe. Because she resigned. She didn't reply to him. And compliance, the only thing in her mind just to find a way not to get hit. Okay, it can be matching. Rage, angry? No. If one is wrong, the other one is going to be wrong. Naivety and optimism? No optimism. So the answer is going to be B and C. Let's go to number 4. In lines 1 till 6, the author most likely mentioned these details too. This is inference and function. The middle one, because here only he mentioned lines from 1 line till 6. What you're going to do? You're going to go to line 1 till 6. He said, John Reed was a schoolboy of 14 years old, 4 years older than I, older than the girl, the orphan girl. For I was but 10, large and stout. That means that he is large, fat, for his age, with a dingy and wholesome skin, thick lineaments and a spacious visage, heavy limbs and large extremities. So he's describing John Reed. He's describing John Reed. So let's go for number 4 to find the answer. Discredit John Reed's action. We didn't talk about any action of John Reed. Even if he said delineated later in the passage. What I mean here, the thing that I read. Accentuate John Reed, wickedness, and subsequent action. Again, he didn't talk about any kind of action. Describe a character. Yes, he's describing John Reed. Appearance as an introduction, and this is the introduction. It's from line 1 till 6. Draw a contrast between John Reed and the main character, despite she said that he is older than her, and there's a kind of contrast, but the rest of the part of the lines, he's describing John Reed. So the answer is C. Number 5 and number 6, evidence support and analogy. The main character, and we know who the main character, the orphan girl, mention the Roman emperors in line 94 till 95 to imply that. Okay, take care. Now the words is the emperor, the Roman emperor, but we have to go and read from 94 to 95. The Roman emperor is here. So I'm going to read the full sentence.
مستر
Yes.
هي النمبر 1 ايه قلت حضرتك؟
لا النمبر 1 هسيبها للاخر يا حلا عشان ما اضيعش وقت.
اوكي.
You are like a murderer. You are like a slave driver. You are like the Roman emperors. Okay, take care. This from the words, the main words, the key word that I'm searching for. So now let's find on the line something that mentioned the emperor. Why she mentioned the Roman emperor? Let's go from line 85 till 89, from I till it. 85 till it. Till 89, yes. Let's read it. He said, I instinctively started aside with a cry of alarm. No, soon enough, however, the volume was flung. It hit me, and I fell striking my head against the door and cutting it. Nothing he mentioned the Roman emperors. Thank you. So it's not the answer. It is wrong. Let's go to B from line 93 till 95. 93 till 95, as you can see, it's in the same line that I have read them right now, that they are in the main words. Wicked and cruel boy. I said, you're like a murderer. You're like a slave driver. You're like the Roman emperors. Okay, teacher, can we take this because he mentioned the Roman emperor, but it looks like it had the lines actually that we have read them for the question. So how we're going to take them? Maybe someone is gonna say that Dr. Tamer tell me if he mentioned the Roman emperor, take it. So I'm gonna say that maybe it's right. Maybe. Let's go from 96 and 98. From I till 96 and 98. I had read Goldsmith's history of Rome and had formed my opinion of Nero, Caligula, etc. Take care that Nero, Caligula, they are Roman emperors. So also it can be the last one from 98 to 100, from also to allow. Also, I had drawn parallels. Take care. She makes analogies, comparisons, that this boy or John Reed looks like emperor. Parallels in silence, which I never thought thus to have declared aloud. Maybe. So now I'm between B, C, and D. Let's find which one will match up. John Reed shares traits with previous historical tyrants. Yes. Parallels. She makes comparisons between the Roman emperors and John Reed. She said even here, wicked and cruel boy. Yes, teacher. So it can be A. John Reed is powerful and unforgiven. He didn't say that. Anything. The main character, the girl, both fears, despise John Reed. He didn't say anything in that on the three answers. John Reed views himself as a ruler. He didn't say anything that he views himself. All these words for her. So now the answer is the one that make parallels. So the answer is going to be D. Let's go to number 7. Lines 96 to 97 mention that the main character has read Goldsmith's history of Rome in order to take care this inference and function. Easiest one. So I have to go from 96, 97 for Goldsmith's history of Rome. Let me just delete these. Yes, here, this one. Goldsmith's history of Rome. So I have to take the full sentence, as you know. He said, I had read the girl, the orphan girl, Goldsmith's history of Rome, and had formed my opinion of Nero. Okay, let's go there and find. Highlight the main characters, ornate integrity, ornate mean that she is educated. Yes? He said there that I have read. So she is educated. Expose the main character, the girl. Ambivalent character? No, he doesn't say that. Express her interest in history and literature, maybe history, but no literature. Speculate the main character position with the household. We didn't talk about that at all. So the answer is A. Number 8, and this is the first time to go through a real question related to vocab. As used in line 3, stout. So I have to go now to line 3 and find the word stout and find any clue. Stout is here. So I have to read the full sentence. And we know that we read it because here he's describing John Reed. And here he said, and large and stout. Large and stout. So now we know that the stout, the same meaning of large. And is describing John Reed that he's fat. So now we got that 8 is not determined, is not tough, yes, fat. Is not firm. Number 9. In line 12, the phrase on account of his delicate health is placed in quotation marks. Inference and function. From the easiest one, I'm going to take line 12, take this phrase, go to line 12, find this phrase. Line 12, it's here. So I'm going to take the full sentence. He ought. And because we don't know who is he, we're going to take a sentence before. It will give you some clues. Also he, but now we know that he's talking about John Reed. He gorged himself habitually at table, which made him bilious, and gave him a dim and bleared eye and flabby cheeks. He ought now to have been at school, but his mama had taken him home for a month or 2 on account of his delicate health. No, she is kidding. She is kidding. From the part that we read, he is not actually weak. So let's find. To emphasize, John Reed's weak physique. No, he's not. He's not weak at all. To contradict the sentence that follow, let's find the sentence that follow. Contradict that or not. Mr. Miles, the master, affirmed that he would do very well if he had fewer cakes and sweetmeats sent him from home. But the mother's heart turned from an opinion so harsh and inclined rather to the more refined idea that John's sallowness was owing to over-application and perhaps to pinning after home. They are kidding also. No, it's not contradicting. They are completing this kind of kidding. As an opportunity to empathize with John Reed. No, we're not going to empathize with him. He's going to hit the girl by the end. As a stylistic device to express sarcasm and disdain, yes. As I told you, it's something like irony, sarcasm and disdain. The last one, vocab. And I think we read it before. As used in line 45. Strike most nearly means, let's go to the strike. Don't take the word by its meaning. As you know, you have to look here. So he said here, strike. I'm going to take from the full sentence. We read it before, as I told you. From here till the full stop. Let's find. He said, habitually, obedient to John, I came up to his chair. He spent some 3 minutes in thrusting out his tongue at me as far as he could without damaging the roots. I knew he would soon strike. And while reading the blow, wait, so strike means blow, hit. I mused on the disgusting and ugly appearance of him who would presently deal it. So now, strike means blow, means hit. So ignite, no, hit, yes. Seem, no, agree on, no. What do you think? إيه رأيكم? Myrna, what do you think? It's easier now when you know all the skills?
Yes.
Okay, this Hala. What about Myrna? Myrna
مستر هو انا لما جبت كده 6 من 10 كده حلو ولا وحش؟
لا حلوة في الأول طبعا. Okay.
Okay.
As I told you that I'm not going to start grammar today. I'm not going to start the writing skills today because the writing is going to be so important. What I want from you, that the second passage that we solved also most of the questions together before is going to be homework. It's going to be homework. The second passage from 11 till 21. Let me just point for. From 11 till 21. Next time, we're going to start with the writing. Let me just stop recording.